Thank you. Now I would like to invite His Excellency Minister of National Defense, Olekas.
Dear colleagues, riflemen, ladies and gentlemen, I am particularly happy to welcome this conference and to congratulate this conference on commencing the work. The situation regarding security changes daily. We are independent nations, but we always face with a threat of with a military threat. That is why we have to focus a lot more on our territorial defense and on the national defense. We also face with the fact that the aggressor often changes its forms of activity. We can also learn from the experience of Ukraine, where we witnessed a very broad spectrum of measures undertaken by Russians. It was not only the military measures, but also various forms of propaganda and information warfare. All the measures, various measures have been undertaken to break the will of the Ukrainian nation. Therefore, we have to strengthen our military capabilities. We have to have information capabilities alongside with the defense capabilities in order to react properly and on time. Also, there is one more thing that we can learn from Ukraine. It is not enough to have governmental institutions in order to defend our country. Our societies must also engage into the defense of their country. Our society must be engaged in various forms of defense, not only in those that are conventional ones. It is the duty of each and every one of us to defend our state. We have to implement this right. And in order to implement the right, the state organizes defense and engages its citizens so that the citizens could implement their right to defend the country. We therefore must learn from each other. We therefore must exchange the information that we have accumulated with other countries. This conference is yet another perfect example how to do this by using not only our own experience, but the experience of our friendly country, Ukraine, as well as other countries. We have to learn how to ensure the interaction of national institutions and citizens, how to ensure the unity of those entities in all the fronts of national defense, both conventional and non-conventional. The Ministry of National Defense, apart from its direct duties, also focuses a lot on other aspects. This year, we have drafted 3 publications already, 3 small books that are aimed at informing our nationals on what they have to do, on what they can do in the face of any aggression. We have also made several presentations for secondary school teachers so that the teachers could transmit the information to our students. There is yet another important field of activity of the Ministry of National Defense is that of cooperation with the Lithuanian Riflesmen Union. It is through the joint activity and cooperation with the Lithuanian Riflemen Union that we can inform our citizens and teach them how to act in the face of aggression. I'm very happy about the Lithuanian Riflemen's Union that engages a lot of young people into its activity. I myself am also a member of the Lithuanian Riflesmen Union, and I know that a rather large proportion of members of the Seimas are also members of the Lithuanian Riflesmen Union. I am convinced that the union will further get stronger, that we will remain united both on the institutional and on public level. I am also convinced that both the Lithuanian Army, the Ministry, and the Riflemen Union have a duty of engaging volunteers who stood shoulder to shoulder here at the very beginning of our independence in 1990-91, when there were attempts to destroy the foundations of a young country. It is through the volunteer forces that we have managed to build our own national regular forces. Volunteers, after very long debates and discussions, have become an integral part of the Lithuanian armed forces, which have a very clear task of territorial defense. Our volunteers are well-trained and well-informed, and that is why they can share the knowledge that they have gained with the Lithuanian Riflesmen Union. That is why they are also able to act in the area of deterrence. We are building up a modern army. We have NATO allies with us, and I'm very grateful to the representatives from various countries who came to Lithuania for their commitment to defend Lithuania. I welcome once again everyone to the conference. I welcome all the organizers of this conference. I welcome our guests from Ukraine, Poland, Estonia, as well as the NATO headquarters. I wish every success to the conference. I hope that your conference will be very interesting, and I hope that it will become a traditional one. This conference should become the forum for the exchange of our opinions in order to strengthen the defense of our countries, in order to strengthen the state where we could create and flourish. Thank you.